Hey and welcome. My name is Jim from JimNewtonAcademy, where we talk about entrepreneurship, online businesses, and digital marketing. Now, in today's video, I'm going to take you through a short and brief tutorial on how you can get started with Alibaba. This is the second lesson in this episode of how to get started buying and importing from Alibaba. Now, for beginners, you don't have any knowledge about mini importation business, don't worry, because by the end of this video you'll have got the insights on how to get started with this profitable niche currently. For those who are advanced, who have been doing it, also sit and relax, because you may be able to learn one or two things that you didn't know that's happening currently. So I'm going to take you through fundamental around six areas. Number one, I'm going to talk about product ideas, how to get a good winning product. Secondly, I'm going to talk about capital. Thirdly, I'm going to talk about suppliers. Four, I'm going to talk about shipping companies and agents. Five, I'm going to talk about the taxes, shipping, and then lastly, I will talk about marketing. So with that, probably I guess you'll be able to have a rough idea on all this. But if you don't feel comfortable with this kind of sit-down tutorials, we have a complete book right now, a full guide titled How to Buy from Alibaba Safely. So you can always inbox using the number on your screen and be able to get this book. It will guide you literally with every information, because on this video I might skip one or two things that you may not be able to understand, but with the book you have all the information you need. And the good thing about it is that once you purchase the book, then you enter into the premium community of our students. You can always call back, you can always reach to us and ask for any kind of assistance in interpreting the book or anything around that. You can always contact for us to give you the recommended, shipping agents, because from time to time and for different goods, different shipping agents are suitable. So therefore, once you have the book, you can always reach to us. You join our premium member group. But with that said, let me dive right into today's video. So I said I'm going to talk about products. How do you get a good product idea? Now, within your community, you literally know what product is trending and what's not trending. The good thing is that you have been to markets, you have been to online markets, and you know what is trending and what is not. So the first thing to do is for you to find a good trending product that is on demand. How you can do this? Simply look at the market. If it means you going into an electronic shop and ask for what is selling, if it means you going to Chikubo and finding out what is selling, maybe a shoe, maybe a cloth, maybe bags, or chargers, screen guards, in this mini importation business, we call it mini because we go for those small products that are on demand, yet they are not huge, and is in terms of it needs little capital and you don't need to import a full container. So how to find a good product, a winning product? Make sure your product is already on demand in your community. For example, literally right now, I've been importing USBs, I've been importing screen guards and phone covers. These three products are literally on hot sale. Now, this is how you come up with your product idea. Look into your community, find something that is trending, something that you can afford, and you'll be good to go. Now, after products, I want to talk about capital. Now, capital has always been a challenge. When you hear people talk about importing, you think it's about millions. No, I want to make it very clear. When it comes to capital, it depends on the product you need, how much it costs, and how much your shipping and taxes fee add up. So if these three add up to 300 Ugandan shillings, you're good to go. That's your capital. If these three add up to only 200 Ugandan shillings, you're good to go. It depends on the product, and I'm going to show you products. Actually, there is a book. I've talked about the book already. In that book, you have every single detail you need. We have described for you products that you can literally start buying and importing at only 200 Ugandan shillings. So that book is very fundamental in this course here. About capital, you don't need to get worried, because with 300, 200, 500, 400, you can literally get started importing some goods, and you'll be able to make money, grow, then you'll be able to import in millions. Now, how do you get to arrive at your capital required? Take, for instance, if you've come up with an idea, maybe you want to import screen guards, but you need maybe around 30 pieces or maybe 50 pieces. You calculate the amount and see the amount to pay your supplier. So if you get the amount as maybe 150, talk to your shipping agent and find out the taxes and then the shipping fee. If it's around 100, how much money is that? That's around 250. That means that is your capital. Someone else would go for 100 pieces. Maybe he's importing USBs, or maybe clothes, maybe second-hand shoes, and the money to pay to the supplier is around maybe 300. Then importation fee is around maybe 150 or maybe 200. That's 500 for you. So as you can see, the capital is always varying from one person to the other, and it all depends on your needs. So capital, I'm done with that. I want to talk about now suppliers. When it comes to suppliers, everyone is scared, and I know why. And I really believe you should be scared, because on Alibaba, not only do you have suppliers, you also have scammers. You see that? So you may risk your 500, your 1M, your 300, and it's taken just like that, and you've not got any product. We've seen scenarios where people come to us complaining, I've paid money already, but the supplier has disconnected me off. So we need you to avoid such instances, especially with your first capital, your first time shipment. You need to do the right thing. In that book, we have illustrated the criteria on how to qualify suppliers. When you go to Alibaba and search maybe for a product like maybe nails for women, those nails are produced by over 100 manufacturers. I'm talking of 100,000 manufacturers. But remember, you're going to contact only one person who is going to be your supplier. Now, in that book, we have shown you criteria on how you can qualify your suppliers. From 100, come up with at least 2. So of those 2, again, we shall show you how you can communicate and end up with 1. On Alibaba, we have people known as traders. Yes, you have suppliers, but the suppliers can either be custom manufacturers or traders. Now, my advice to you is that you need to find the custom manufacturers of the products that you need. If you decide to import maybe a USB or a full charger, or maybe a phone cover must be a custom product of that supplier. In simple terms, your supplier should be the owner or the manufacturer of that product. This will keep your products prices low, and you can still bargain about the minimum order quantity. Now, it's different when you work with the traders. I would advise you to avoid traders, because traders will always double the amount. You see, what happens is, if the custom manufacturer is selling a phone cover at maybe 3,000, your trader, the trader is literally going to ask you for something of 4 or 5. You see that? If a box of fingernails, artificial fingernails at 2,000, a trader is going to ask you for 4,000 because he wants to make a profit. Remember, he also traded somewhere else. So these are some of the tips I'm going to talk about briefly, but in the book they are detailed. How do you find custom manufacturers? We have it in that book. Another part of this tutorial is about shipping companies. Now, stop. You can literally find a good supplier, a custom manufacturer, get good products, but make a loss. Your products will get lost. Why? Because the fundamental pillar in this is that you need someone to get your products from wherever they have been sourced into Uganda. That means you need a reliable, trustworthy, and legit shipping company. So in Uganda here, we have so many companies that are currently shipping products from China into Uganda. But most of them, I want to say this on camera, most of them are scammers. We've gone through them. We can even mention names here. They are scammers. So what you need is a proven shipping agent, a proven shipping supplier who has dealt with the people, someone who has the criteria. We also have a criteria for qualifying a shipping agent. In that book, this book on your screen, we have that written. You'll be able to see, what do I look at if I want to choose this person as a shipping company. But in that book, we have recommended some for our own use, those we've been using currently. Those who are into that, our partners in the shipping sector, we have recommended some, so that when you get a good supplier who has supplied your products, you end up with a good shipping company who is going to charge you good prices, fair prices for shipping and taxes. And then at the end of the day, sit here in Uganda and receive your products and be able to sell them off. So that's to do with shipping companies. If you need more information, you can always comment in the comment section below. But if you want to save yourself from all that, you can always go out for the book and read. Then the other is from the shipping companies. We want to talk about something to do with shipping and taxes. This has also confused people so much. But I want to make it very simple. If you get our recommended shipping companies, you'll never be worried of the taxes and the shipping fees. You know why? Because, okay, the challenge is here. People always want to buy, ship by themselves, and then they pay taxes and then shipping fees. That's the wrong way to go, especially if you're just getting started in the mini importation business. That can be done with someone who is importing huge cars, importing things in bulk, big containers. But if you're only importing below million Ugandan shillings, then you need to get an agent who is an expert in clearing. We call it clearance. They will clear your good stuff with the URA and you get your product, and you'll be able to pay after you get your product. So need to recommend to you good, qualified and experienced shipping agents who will guide you throughout the way. They will receive your products from the supplier and bring them in Uganda here. They incur the expense of the shipping fee and the taxes, so that when the product reaches their office, you can go and pick it there. When you sit physically, then you can pay. That's the good thing about it. I hope that answers the question with the shipping and taxes. If you've not understood really, I wouldn't want to make this video so long. But you can always comment wherever you want us to clarify. Then lastly is about marketing. You've received your product. How do you ensure that the product is done within a short time and you're able to import more? Because this is the business. You don't want to bring a product in Uganda and sit over it for a year. No, not really. Actually, our recommendation is within 2 weeks, you should be able to clear your stock and import a new one. So we have different ways of marketing, but in this video I'm not going to talk about marketing because it is so long. You can go for online marketing, you can go for local marketing, digital, placing ads. So with that, you're going to leave me to make a different tutorial that's going to guide you, and most of them need screen recording to show you tutorials. So I'll be talking about that in the next video. So if I've forgotten anything, you'll be able to remind me. But remember, I talked about products, capital, suppliers, shipping agents, shipping methods, taxes, and marketing. Now, I think I've not talked about the shipping methods, but that's not for you to worry, because it all depends on your shipping agent. Choose the right one. Your cost will always be minimal, and that's our target, that you have input of minimal costs and be able to maximize profits. So as you can see, in short, that's a brief introduction to mini importation business. But we have these several videos updated every single day on our TikTok account and on our YouTube channel. Ensure that you follow on TikTok and subscribe on our JimNewtonAcademy YouTube channel. Our followers and subscribers are always entitled to the upcoming goodies, good stuff. For example, we normally give discounts, and currently we are going to launch a discount on our book for only our followers on TikTok and subscribers on YouTube. Then we have giveaways once in a while. When we bring in new products, we shall always be fast and foremost interacting with our own audience. So you have goodies. Ensure that you subscribe to the community and be able to follow along. So those who want to buy the book, there is a number on your screen currently. Ensure that you inbox that number. We shall be able to give you that book and any other additional material that is going to help you. And the good thing is that you can always come back to the academy, inbox, contact, and be able to be guided in whichever way you want. Peace. Let me see you in the next one.